Welcome back, watch fans. Today we're going to be talking about the ROLEX Submariner, the Submariner, in its native environment here, in its native environment of Miami. This is where this watch is made to be worn, in the King Tut version. That's right, the blue and gold with steel. Now, are you considering getting a Submariner? You're probably watching this video because you're one of the lemmings, one of the sheeple, one of the plebeians who is considering getting a Submariner, because you want to be like all the other punters, out there, all the other plebeians. But so I'm gonna give you some tips. Now look, I'm gonna be soon offloading this watch, but some of you punters are interested. Look, this is my least favorite watch, well, almost least favorite watch of all the watches that I own, and I'll tell you why. But if you are considering a Submariner, I'll tell you why you want to get the King Tut. That's right, you want to get the King Tut in blue gold steel, and here is why. Look, if you're gonna be getting one of these, you should know two things. Rolex prices, this is January of 2024 as we're taping this fine video presentation. Prices of Rolex will be heading down. There is no question that we're going to be seeing these things selling at or below retail very soon. And so number one is, don't be a tomato can. Don't be a crayon eater or a lollipop sucker, okay? Don't be a window licker. These prices will be coming down hard. I think you'll be able to get a stainless black dial at a discount in the next 90 days. That's right, 90 days. 90 days from now, you can have one of these at a discount. So what you need is two things. Number one is, let's talk about the basics of style. The reason why you want to go two-tone is, unlike some of you degenerate punters out there who are saying, oh, he wears a two-tone because he can't afford the full gold. No, the reason I don't wear full gold is because it's too heavy and it's a little too loud. Let's just be realistic. It's a little bit too loud. Yellow gold is a little bit too loud. I mean, look, unless you really like that look, you go for it. For me, it's not good, but plain steel is, I think, very boring. Plain steel is too boring for me. And look, sometimes, well, actually most of the time, I usually am dressed up. This is a watch you can wear with a suit. Now look, this does the two-tone bluesy, as they call it, as the punters call it. The aristocrats call it the King Tut, but the punters call it the bluesy, because the punters do not know how to spell aristocrat. So this is known as, a lot of car salesmen, low-life degenerates out there, they do wear this watch. Mid-level drug dealers. Your more successful pimp might wear this watch. Now you're asking, is this watch waterproof? Let's find out. Let's put it to the test. Oh my God, it's waterproof. Unbelievable, but true. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Now, the reason what you want to have this is because this is a little bit more of a dressed up watch. It's more of a grown up watch. This is a watch you can wear with a suit, whatever. Now, the only problem is it will get a lot of attention. There is no question. This watch gets attention, especially of the ladies. That's right. So, guys, if you are married, you may not want to wear this watch because it will attract the wrong type, or the right type in some cases, of women. That's right. The ladies love the King Tut, and they might even steal it from you. Now, here's the thing. Specifically, let's get back to the question of style. The plain black dial, the basic Submariner, is kind of that's the watch for guys who have no style. Okay, that's a watch for guys who don't know how to dress. Their default is jeans and a t-shirt and a hoodie and a baseball cap. That's their default. When they go to the work, they wear khaki pants and a blue shirt. Like in the 90s, the office guy, the office drone. He wears the khaki pants, those baggy khaki pants with the blue shirt that's a little bit baggy also. You know, they think they're cool because they have a Submariner. Because the Submariner is the watch a guy wears, you know, what it's cosplay, right? What, you think you're going on an adventure? What are you, Jacques Cousteau? You're James Bond? You think you're going diving in the, I don't know, Seychelles or something? No, you're diving into a spreadsheet. That's where you're diving. You're diving into spreadsheets all day long. That's the only diving you're doing, my friend. So let's be real here, okay? The one thing I like about it is the timing function. But again, I told you, the Yachtmaster, that's why I prefer the Yachtmaster. The Yachtmaster is the more elegant watch. It's a more practical, better watch, far better. Again, the Yachtmaster is my preferred Rolex. That is my preferred Rolex. But for all you punters, that you need to get that Submariner. You got to get the Submariner. You want to get this two-tone. Number one is there's going to be less people who have it. You're going to stand out from the crowd. This is for the guy who drives the yellow Lamborghini, okay? This is not for the guy who drives the minivan. Are we clear? Now, specifically, now that you've decided that you want to be a king, you want to be the King Tut, why do you want to get the pre-ceramic? Number one is, the pre-ceramic is a more elegant case design. Just look at this case compared to the ceramic version. The ceramic looks tacky. That ceramic thing, it looks a little bit cheap. By the way, this is the no holes case. Okay, this is the no holes case. No holes. If you're looking to buy one of these, we're going to do a quick buying guide. This is the rehaut, right? This is the transitory. You see the engraved inside the bezel, the engraving. That's the engraving, and that's the one you want to get. This is the more rare version of the Submariner. The gold through the clasp. The gold is through the clasp. You don't want to have the basic steel one from the 80s. Because then you look like an old man. This is the watch. This is the watch for the aristocrats. For the aristocrats. And as you can see, I'm wearing this specifically because we want to match. We want to match to the environment. We want to match the jellyfish. And we got the sun coming out. Hang on, let me get this. Let me get you a better screenshot of this. Let me do a little tableau, mise en scène. We get a little bit of the sunburst going on, a little sunburst action for you punters out there in Saskatchewan, in Tbilisi, Georgia, wherever it's cold right now. You know, you're getting a little bit of that la dolce vita, la dolce vita. Unbelievable, but true. Now, again, wow. This is real cinematography. I think I'm going to get an Oscar award for this cinematographic genius here, my friends. Now, specifically, you want to get this King Tut because, again, if you go on Chrono 24 right now, type in two-tone bluesy on Chrono 24, you're going to see 500 listings. 500, okay? But you will only see 2 or 3 that are this edition, the highly desired rehaut, no holes case, full gold through the clasp. This was only made for a couple of years, and in fact, you know, the pontiff himself, that's right, Mr. Archibald Chesterfield III, a.k.a. Archie Luxury, he actually owned one of these prior to his alleged robbery, alleged insurance claim. Yes, he actually owned one of these. And he ended up selling it. But this is actually the one which will have investment value. Why? Again, back to the story about investment potential. The basic ceramic is very common, and the holes case without the is also common. This watch represents only 1%. That's right, the top 1%. Actually, no, all kidding aside, this is 1% of the market. This is the rehaut full gold. You know, I can't remember the model number or whatever it is. But this only represents about 1% of all Submariner bluesies. Not just Submariners, but the Submariner bluesy. The King Tut. The King Tut is only 1%. That's the no holes case, the rehaut, full gold through the clasp. What that means, my friends, is that this will have price protection, because this watch will be desired. It will be desired by the punters, by the collectors out there. Now, you can probably pick one of these up for about $12.5. $12.5 is the correct price. Don't be a window licker, a lollipop sucker, or a crayon eater. Do not pay more than $12,500 for this Submariner bluesy. And prices are dropping, and they're dropping a little more. Of course, not this one, because this is celebrity owned. This is a celebrity owned timepiece from the Colonel. That's right, the Colonel's private collection. Celebrity owned from the Colonel himself. Soon will be offered for the public on sale. But yeah, don't pay more than $12.5. Don't be a crayon eater. Don't be a tomato can. You can now, I believe prices for this watch, for this model, will hit 15 to 17,000 in the next 5 years. Again, I think, look, prices in general, look, we're not going to see those crazy outlier moves that we saw in the past. Those days are over, my friends. Those days are over. Those days are over. We're going to see normal markets. And, you know, Rolex probably will be flat to stable, but this will outperform. That's right, the King Tut version, the Rehot case, will outperform all Submariners for the next 5 years. And in 10 years, this will probably be a $20,000 watch. Now, look, these are not great numbers. These are not great numbers. You're basically going to keep up with inflation. That's all it is. Maybe a little bit better. This is not a. This is not an investment, my friends. Okay, this is not. All those who say that watches are an investment, they are scamming you. They are grifters. They're trying to sell you a tomato can. So they're trying to sell you an empty container, is what these guys are trying to sell. This is not. This is basically, it's going to do a little better than inflation, because look, they are common. They are common. Rolex Submariners, they've made millions of these. I mean, literally. And by the way, that's not an exaggeration. Millions. They've made millions of these. However, the one that they did not make millions of is the King Tut. Is the King Tut with the Rehot, the Colonel edition. I'm going to call it the Colonel. The Colonel Tut is what this is right here. So that's right. If you want to get a Submariner, I suggest you get this. This is the finer edition. It's better than the ceramic, which is a little tacky. I find it's a little too nouveau riche, you know? It's a little too nouveau riche, you know? Unlike yours, you know, like, look, the Colonel is an aristocrat, descended from, you know, 25 generations of aristocracy. So, you know, if the Colonel wore a Submariner ceramic, it would be gauche. It would be gauche. It would be vulgar. And that's not me. So that's why I wear this. This is the, you know, this is what a Kennedy would wear. That's right. If JFK were alive, he'd be wearing one of these. I'm talking about the JFK, not Junior. Yeah, this is what you'd wear in Hyannisport and Martha's Vineyard. You know, at Winged Foot Golf Club, Maiden. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, my friends. Let's see if we get the blue to match. Unbelievable, but true. Unbelievable. Now, gentlemen, I think we've wrapped up everything here that needed to be said. We've gone on long enough. We've repeated the point multiple times. Make sure you click the like, subscribe button. And if you want to get a review of your watch collection, send your video or photos to brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com. Brutal Watch Reviews, BRUTAL, watch reviews @gmail.com.